Okay, boys and girls, today we are going to start off with 14-3, units of weight. And today with this, we're going to be looking at weight, which is how heavy an object is. And looking at the scale that we're going to be using today, we have ounces, pounds, and tons. And the scale is this. If we have 16 ounces, it's equivalent or the same as 1 pound. If we have 32,000 ounces, it's equivalent to 2,000 pounds, which is also the same as 1 ton. But I know some of you guys are like, okay, Mrs. S, these are numbers. This doesn't make a little bit of sense to me. So let's try something else. Let's kind of take a look at this chart right here and kind of review this. What I have down are, I know I use the word things. I'm sure I'm going to hear it from you guys later. But things that might weigh about 1 ounce would be like a key, a slice of bread, a paper clip, an orange. Things that you might weigh around a pound or would weigh in pounds could be a bag of potatoes, a canoe, a kitten, or a bicycle. Things that might be weigh in tons or about 1 ton could be a car, a giraffe, or helicopter. And so today we're focusing right here on how to figure out and determine what would be the best use of measurement. Which type of measurement would I use if I had to? So let's take a look at some samples. So today on page 368, some of the items in the textbook say choose the most appropriate unit to measure the weight of each item. So let's take a look at these. Well, if I'm going to measure a sheep, I'm going to use pounds. So let me write pounds here. And if I am measuring a sea lion, I'm going to say 10 because some of those guys are really big. A football player, well, I'd probably use pounds. A desktop computer, or you could even say a Chromebook, we would use pounds. Nail polish, I would say we would use ounces. It's pretty small. And I know that if you look at your textbook on page 368, these numbers won't go in order, but I used some of the other items up here. So now let's take a look at notebook paper. Which one of these would probably be the best estimate? Well, with notebook paper, I'm most likely going to say that it's in ounces, but I wouldn't say it's 10 ounces. It's pretty light, so I would say it would be A. And I remember the last one seemed to be a little bit out of focus, guys, so I'm doing my best to try to make sure you guys can see this okay. So a pencil would be closer to 1 ounce. It wouldn't be 1/100th of an ounce. That would be really, really light. But a bicycle, remember we said a bicycle, we'd probably want to weigh it using pounds. And so if I take a look, 4 ounces, well, that's too small of a measurement. 0.53 ounces, that's really tiny. 220 pounds, I don't think your bicycle weighs that much. So I think the best option would be D, 30 pounds. If we take a look right here, let's look at this example. And don't forget, at any time, you guys need to stop and pause and rewind the video or back up the video. Please do so to make sure that you're fully understanding what we're doing today. So if I'm looking at a phone, I'm going to say it's about a pound, especially with, don't forget, all the hardware you know, the extra casings when Mrs. S drops her phone, right? We got to make sure we keep it protected. The lawnmower, I would measure this in pounds. I can lift it, so I know that it's not going to be too heavy. But the best option would be in pounds. And if I'm looking down here, I'm going to say, well, I have 50 pounds and 200 pounds. I know I haven't been to my weightlifting class. I'm going to say 50 pounds. A frog, we could probably weigh in ounces, especially think about like a little tree frog. They're pretty small. So I'm going to say he's about 2 ounces. We wouldn't want to say he's 11,000 pounds. That would just be silly. Now a skateboard or a longboard, as Maya has, I would measure this roughly in pounds, and I would say B, 4 pounds, because 33 pounds seems an awful lot for a skateboard. What do you guys think? Now a glue stick, especially the big fat ones, I would say we would measure these in ounces, but I don't think they're weighed 15 ounces. That's almost a pound. So I'm going to say C, 2.2 ounces. Now, if I have a car, remember I said that this was closer to tons, but I know that this handout that I had didn't really go to tons. So let's take a look and see. How many pounds did we say that a ton created? 2,000 pounds. So I'm going to go with my best estimate would be 2,000 pounds, which also equals 1 ton. There you have it. This is 14-3 units of weight. Today, boys and girls, all you're doing is just like what I just did. What is going to be the best estimate to measure these items? Good luck, and don't forget to email me or Google chat with me if you get stuck. Bye-bye.